May I come in, sir?
Yes, come in.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. Take your seat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sonal.
Yes, sir.
Lovely name. What does it mean?
So it means someone who brings prosperity, and in general, it means golden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us something about you.
Sir, my name is Sonal. As you read in the form, I belong to Bihar, and I have completed my graduation from National Institute of Technology, Jamshedpur, Jharkhand. Then I went on to work for a telecom major, Idea Cellular Limited, for about 1 year and 1 month. Then I resigned from the job because of my preparations, and I started my preparation from 2015. And after that, I have been here in Delhi, and this time I cleared my mains, so I'm sitting in front of you. Meanwhile, I've also been working as a part-time tutor to small primary children, mostly primary children, and I've also been supporting my household.
Okay. Why did you leave Idea Cellular to
So
aspire for civil services?
yes, sir, definitely. That was the reason. Initially, I thought I would be able to handle my work as well as my preparation, but I could not do that. So I left the job.
Okay. You are from Bihar. People have a different opinion of Bihar. Do you think Bihar is a burden on India?
So definitely
And,
not.
Would it be better to separate it from India?
No, sir, definitely not. I think it's rather having a lot of potential. There is only need to identify the correct areas of potential and develop them. I think we have not put, I will not say the central government, but the state government have been lacking a certain willpower to develop the state, and because of inefficiency politically and administratively, the state has been lagging behind in the developmental areas. However, I think that there are many areas of potential. For example, agriculture, it has a great natural advantage in having vast tracts of fertile land. So agriculture can be a definitely game changer for Bihar. I also think that there are many other sectors such as textile. Yes, textile, because it has been important for sericulture, so that can be
Yeah,
developed.
but the general perception is
Yes.
that Bihar is a backward state. People
s-
said that is one of the Bimaru states. So do you agree with this perception or not?
No, sir, I do not agree. I agree that it has been lagging behind in the developmental aspects and certain development indicators, definitely, but it can be improved. And to see it as a Bimaru state will be a negative perception. Rather, we should see it. We should see something like the positive aspects of the state. For example, it has been emerging recently as an educational hub. Patna, the capital city, has been having many coaching institutes, which has been training students for the government jobs, private sector jobs. There has also been many educational institutions that have been opened in the city. So the city is definitely growing. There is only need to change the perspective.
But what are the historical reasons for the backwardness of the state?
Sir, as I stated earlier, I think political will has been a greater reason. Other than that, corruption has definitely been there. So these two combined factors have been have resulted in the backwardness of the state.
What about the industries in Bihar?
So industries in general, we do not have much of mineral resources after separation of Jharkhand. We are mostly left with a little bit of limestone and mica, and after the coming of synthetic insulator, even the mica industry is not as much development booster. In textile, Bihar has been having some background. Other than that, we have sugar industry, and some breweries have also been established, but they have also been affected recently after
But
the
all
liquor
sugar
ban.
industries are closed in Bihar.
Yes, sir, they
There
have
is
not been
absolutely no
profitable.
political will to revive those industries.
Yes, sir, that is the reason I cited earlier as well. The political will, that has been a major problem with Bihar.
Suppose if you get selected
Yes, sir.
and if you are posted there in your own home cadre state,
Yes, sir.
then what will be your priorities to improve?
So I think we should start at a very small level and gradually the changes would manifest. It is not going to change the scenario in say 1 or 2 years, but we need to identify the correct areas where the state has potential and to develop them. Especially I would say I would focus mostly on agriculture. I think that can be a game changer for Bihar. I really think so.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell us something about women empowerment in India.
So women empowerment.
What are the guarantees given by the Constitution to women?
So the Constitution itself in Article 15 and 16 as well as Article 14 states that every person, every individual in this country has equality, the rights to equality, the rights to public employment, right to education, and the Constitution also provides special provisions for development of those classes which have remained socially marginalized, and women are one of them. So the government has been taking steps regarding that. We have seen 33% reservations in the local government, that is the panchayat level, and those have been implemented. And I will talk about Bihar itself. I have seen villages where women earlier would not even go out to bring water from wells, and now they are selected as the sarpanch of the village, and they have been working towards especially women issues, towards education, and the villages where women have been the leaders are showing tremendous growth. So I think that is one of the achievements at a very small level. Other than that, in education we have improved the primary enrollment ratio. In girls we have achieved almost 100% primary enrollment ratio as compared to the boys. In higher education there has been some bias, and I do not think there is much time that we will soon be able to catch up. Other than that, I think in science and technology field, women have been lacking a bit. Maybe that is because of the traditional backlogs that can be covered over a period of time. And we can see women empowerment, excellent examples in Sakshi Malik and PV Sindhu, who have won us Olympic medals where men could not. So definitely there is an improvement in women empowerment, and I think the years to come will be seeing more of that.
There is an Anti-Dowry Act.
Yes, sir.
Do you really think it is effective in Bihar?
So it is effective in Bihar, but the problem is those who are giving dowry, I think they should resist. Even they do not bring it to picture. They take it as something that they have preserved as a part of their tradition.
But in reality, what is, you are giving me all theoretical examples. In reality, what is happening in your state?
Sir, it is.
I find girls who are well educated, who are well placed in the government, semi-government organizations, even they have to pay dowry to get married.
Sir, that is what I'm saying. The parents who are asking for it are okay, they are at fault, but who are giving, they should resist. Even they are not resisting. So definitely, if they do not bring it to picture, the act is not going to work. They have to bring it to light. Recently, the Bihar government has been taking initiatives for changing the social and behavioral values. For example, they have been mass campaigning. They have put up advertisements which are encouraging them to say no to dowry and to see the ill effects of it, and to not see girl child as a burden or someone. If you are investing in educating a girl, it is equivalent to educating a boy. So why take dowry? So therefore, I think there has been a change in perception, and but still there are scopes for improvement.
Sonal, you have done your BTech.
Yes, sir.
From Jamshedpur, Jharkhand.
Yes, sir. That's right.
In your opinion, which one is more developed state, Bihar or Jharkhand?
Sir, I think Jharkhand is lagging behind more in a perspective that it has more resources. We see it like Jharkhand has got many mineral resources ranging from coal to iron to bauxite to mica to uranium, but still there are industries as well. However, the growth of the state has not been in that proportion. So I think Jharkhand has got more problems than Bihar.
Yes,
sir.
So, what is your opinion? Once Jharkhand is separated from Bihar, it also affected development of Bihar.
Yes, sir. I think it did affect the development of Bihar in totality.
in totality.
Yes, sir.
Can you give some statistics about that? Do you have any idea?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not clear about the statistics.
Okay.
But in a general view, I think because of separation of Bihar and Jharkhand, both states have got affected. Jharkhand because most of the administrative system was concentrated in and around Patna, the capital of Bihar. So and also because the demography of Bihar and Jharkhand have are tremendously different. Jharkhand comprises mostly of the tribal population, which are already educationally and socially backward and have been marginalized. And it was thought that when Jharkhand is separated, they will get more opportunities for development. But unfortunately, that did not happen. And it's the same for Bihar. Bihar lost most of its mineral resources because the coal and the iron fields are.
If we compare Bihar and Jharkhand,
yes,
regarding the position of women, what is your opinion?
Sir, I'm sorry, I cannot say about Jharkhand, but I can say about Bihar. Women are definitely on a growing path, and I can see at school levels, at educational levels, girls are doing at par, even times better than boys. In terms of employment, there is definitely some issue because most of the women employment in Bihar, I think, is in informal sector, and that too in the category of daily wage casual laborers. So there is a problem.
Have you heard of feminism?
Yes, I have heard of it.
What is this?
So, feminism, in my opinion, is a critical analysis of the widespread oppression that the women have been facing traditionally, and how we can overcome that.
Yeah, from where it emerged? From India or outside India?
So, the concept emerged from the West, and it was initially it started as a movement to achieve equal political rights for the women. That is, we have heard about the suffragette movement in West, which seeked equal political rights. That is the right to vote as equal to men. So that is where the movement started from, and now it has been seen as a broad movement covering different rights for women. For example, ranging from reproductive rights to rights to education, right to social equality, and so on.
Okay. Have you heard of New Women?
I'm sorry, sir. Is it a concept?
It's a concept.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm unaware of it.
No problem. You are empowered. Why you are empowered? Because I just went through your details. It is shot put, throw, and also kabaddi.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel empowered by participating in these events or in these sports?
So sports definitely brings empowerment to especially women, where they get to showcase that they are no way biologically, as they have traditionally there has been a notion that they are biologically less than men. So in sports they get to show that they are biologically and physically at par with men. They can compete with as much excellence and capability.
Can you recall some women players from shot put, throw?
So Deepa Malik, Miss Deepa Malik won a Paralympic gold in 2016 Rio Olympics. Sorry, Paralympics.
Achha, do you have any women kabaddi team in India?
So women kabaddi team is there, but it's not on the national level. So there is a problem there.
So can you suggest some measures?
Yes, sir, definitely. Sir, I think most of the states that play kabaddi, for example, Bihar, and Bihar has got state game as kabaddi. So all these states like Tamil Nadu, Bihar, West Bengal.
Bihar has got a state team.
Yes, sir.
Is it also women kabaddi team at a state level?
I'm sorry, sir, I do not know about that.
You don't?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.